Hello and welcome everybody. This is Yanaman bringing you another FleetOps audio commentary. Tonight I'm bringing you a 3v3 with, well, a bunch of people. We are playing on Broken Borders as we start out. It's a 6-player map, kind of obviously from the minimap here. And playing on tonight, starting in the top team in the left-hand corner, Clintsat as the white Klingons, sporting a sexy Takroja. Over here, his Federation teammate in the orange color, orange jersey, is Charybde. I'm just going to call him Chari, because really I can't pronounce it. My bad, buddy. Best of luck to you tonight. The other, sporting the purple jersey of the Borg, this is Arash 8472, sporting his favorite race, or at least one of the ones that he's really good at, and an optimized avatar. So that's the top team. Jumping down to the bottom left-hand corner, starting off with the yellow Klingons, Nebula class for the win, sporting a lovely Martok here. I don't know if Martok's that lovely though, but whatever. His teammate for the evening with the Blue Federation, this is Spock, or Robbie. And rounding out the bottom team as the green Romulans, Primigenia. And he is wearing something here. Crap, I'll figure it out later. So, these guys are all setting up a good normal start. We see Primi with what looks like a research, a Tal Shiar. So we are going to be seeing generics as we are running up against Borg and a Fed, and well, the Klingon's not so great, but I'm betting that Primi is going to go Spectres. Reason being there, they are going to take about 15% less damage and from the torpedoes, and both the Fed are kind of torpedo heavy, and the Borg can occasionally be torpedo heavy. His teamie here is looks like going the standard Monsoon or Intrepid, and there's the Intrepids. Quite nice. Spock doing pretty standard there. And over here, having already expanded into a battle yard, which is a sort of a favorite for the Martok avatars because they have easy access to this guy. You can see the avatar bonus of 30% cost reduction there. So he is able to move into his expansion pretty easily with a yard for repair, even though that thing is like really close to the starbase and toward the repair yard. He actually could have moved this up towards his try, I think, giving him a little bit more map control. But not too bad. You can see the early expansion. So up here at the top, we'll see what people are doing. The Klingons, sort of a mirror here, have chosen to well, expand immediately and not worry about it. Being that this is a Takroja Klingon, the lower level ships are better. She favors these cavorts, these Brels, and the Quebecs. They have increased offense, I believe. And there's also that torpedo drone. So we should see lots of raiding from Clintsat tonight, because really the Klingons, the Takroja Klingons, do a great job of raiding. Those cavorts are awesome, and these Quebecs are actually really good too, as they will soak up just a ton of damage. Here we see Chari sporting out what would look to be, there's chassis level 1, and expecting Monsoons or Intrepids coming out anytime now against the bottom team with Feds, Klingon, and Romulans. 80 AI. Intrepids would probably be my best bet here, and there we see right on time. So we'll see what that happens. So let's take a look at the Borg. Let's see what Arash is doing. Arash has got all of his mining set up over here. He's got a second Die Moon And this Borg player is just going to love that, because he's going to go right into sphere. He's going to be able to keep up constant sphere production. And you can see him kind of sneaky putting up his constructor over here. Now this is going to give him easy access. Well, this is sort of your proxy yard for the Borg. And he's going to give him just immediate access into scout cubes. He is just going to scout cube rush this base here. Going to deny this expansion. He's expecting that no one is going to really be prepared for this stuff, being so early and sort of in a sneaky position. However, what he doesn't know is, well, yeah, that the Romulans are like tailing him, so they are going to know exactly what's going on there. You can see that Primi did go Spectres, and that is not a bad choice at all. And we shall see how this little fleet fares. These are going to be those torpedo cubes, these photon torpedo cubes, and those Spectres will take less damage from them. And here comes ADAI, which will eat the crap out of that probe. And you can see that the Borg don't want to deal with this at all, because, well, they're just going to die. One thing about scout cubes that I've seen some good Borg players use is they just don't. They use them solely for raiding. They're not combat ships. These are the Borg's raiding ships. As odd as it sounds for the Borg to have raiding ships, these guys are sort of your hit and run. They're fast. They can come in. They can just kill some miners, and some of these Borg players like to use them in a way that they just try not to take damage. If they take a little bit of damage, they'll kick them out and use them as raiders when they get to half health, because at half health these vessels really cannot stand toe-to-toe in a battle. Other races just have that ability to repair, and that serves as a way to get damaged ships back into the system, back into the field, and the Borg just really don't have that at the moment. Maybe in a future patch. You can always hope for that. So Arash doing his thing up here, doing his thing right here. Looks like he's just going to try to take this spot here with plenty of ships. Primi, now sporting 3 Spectres, looks maybe to try to run up here and maybe either scout or something. Maybe get a couple kills. He's got enough there. So running around the top seam, because I'm looking at the minimap here, I see a lot of stuff moving around. Looks like I missed a little bit of fun here, as now we have a Vorcha out on the field, and Clintsat and Nebby kind of going after each other. Looks like someone is trying to take this Die Moon expansion here. This will be great placement if the top team can get it. Clintsat having a heavy presence here. Lots of Quebecs. A Covort in the mix. Let's see what the Vorcha... This Vorcha will be great counter to the Covort, as it's got a blade of armor. And that, yeah, that Covort ain't going to do crap to it. Here we see that the Nebby's constructor not going to get away. It is just going to take too much damage, finding himself a little bit overextended. In the meantime, what is up here? I see some yellow here. Some Quebecs all by themselves, really not in a position to help here. This Vorcha trying to perhaps do some damage, but it is not going to be able to tank all of this. And wait, what are these guys doing? Are they trying to steal a Vorcha? It's got... Wow, are they literally going to be successful in this? Wow, 43-36. This Vorcha is in trouble. Oh, dear Lord. 14-7-0. Oh, my goodness, folks. Clintsat with the transporter has stolen a Klingon ship. That is going to just be lovely. And over here, we're back into a Borg raiding onto Spock. Wow, have we just seen this right before? The Borg trying to do a little bit of transport action here as well, but the Federation do not seem to be in a good position. There goes an Intrepid out the door looks like it got taken over by the Borg. But I don't know if these Borg ships are going to really... Do they really want to tangle here? You can see that Primi coming in from the top, looking to get some kills, maybe chase off these scout cubes, and they're going to get it. As the top team making some really nasty incursions into the bottom team space. Clintsat getting that, really getting that steal, really making for some interesting play here. Unfortunately, this guy is not cloaking because guess what? It doesn't have any weapons, and so Clintsat with an awesome kill there. Great capture, just not going to lose it. Oddly enough, he also has this one Burrell here, just kind of sitting out there doing nothing. He should cloak this if he can, but looks like he's not going to. So, moments rest. We see Chari up here pulling out the XL2s, a fairly strong play, generally speaking. The only problem is these guys are slow, and but they do make the backbone of a Federal. Well, they can be one of the backbones of the Federal. See that Chari is looking to turtle up. He hasn't completely turtled up yet. He's got his expansion pretty well defended with these potential platforms. Over here, we see Clintsat moving in to get ready for some action. Don't know why these guys here have not tried to take over this or steal this Brel here. And it looks now like they're going to try that. And they are going to decloak on top of this guy and maybe try to get a kill on it or something. Oh, wow, Brels all over the place. Looking to get some kills on some of those cloaking ships, and they are going to get it. And maybe they could get another steal here, or maybe they're just going for the kill. And, well, Clintsat being all over this Klingon fleet with just this mixed fleet here of Cavorts, Brels, Quebecs, just a little bit of nasty of everything. And that's going to actually push in down in here. He got a couple kills off of it. And these guys have really just been countered from their cloak. These Burrells will, well, they're just going to counter that cloak. And if anything decloaks, if anything tries to cloak out and run, that's going to hurt. So up here, a little bit of yellow, scouting out the fact that these Excels are moving down. These cells are slowly moving across the map, along with the Borg counterparts. Ooh, just a ton of these small ships here. And we can see that a rank Spectre out there on the field, slowly kind of moving its way across. Spectres are not the fastest ships in the world. Well, being medium ranged, of course, they aren't. But they have the cloaks, so that they're your anywhere you want them to be. As some people like to call it, they're the perfect warping. You want to call in about 30 ships, just decloak 30 ships on someone's base. It's great. And so we see a little bit of a purple, orange, and white, and blue about to all get mixed up. The middle, oh dear Lord, Spock is about to feel some pain, but his teammate, Primi, moving in. You can see a warp in coming up from in here as we see the battle get started. This is going to get messy, folks, and here comes a nice little draw, a galaxy, a torpedo reflect. Oh, is that not like the best draw ever? That was totally great. Here comes Primi with the backup. Spectres coming in, going to be messing everything up in here. The Chari with a trio of. Wow, this is just everything here. Does anyone else? Did we leave anyone out? Because, you know, if someone did not get the invite, that would just be too bad. I predict a lot of Borg ships are going to die here. The question is, who's going to end up winning here? There's just so many ships here. I see, you know, smorgasbord of explosions and colors, and I can count the number of Borg ships, but good Lord, I can't keep track of all everything else going on here. Are the Romulans cloaking out, or what are they trying to do? Trying to get us some steals, or is that the Borg? No, that's the Borg trying to take over. This is crazy, folks. Is someone winning here? I can't tell. Just, yeah. Honestly, don't know what to say here, folks. It looks like the top team is making inroads, but these Spectres are trying to target what here? Oh, I see some of these white. I see white making some headway into this, but I also see some of the yellow backing up with these Vorcha, and these Vorcha are going to take nothing from these cubes, these scout cubes, but these Excelsiors are targeting them with those torpedoes, and great on the ball for those Excels trying to target the right thing. And some Intrepids soaking up some stuff from the medium range, I believe. But all of these ships are going to be able to repair and chase some of these guys out. And the Feds coming up, trying to get some kills on these guys. Here's a Warplane that needs to go back out and get away. I guess they're just trying to get some kills, but they're not going to. What they should concentrate is on the Feds again. Here is an Ambassador, which is going to be a great counter to those Excels, as it's got that high-density shield generator, taking a whopping 50% damage off of that long-range incoming damage. Yeah, I said that all horrible. Just ignore it. But here in the meantime, purple and what's going on here? Why are those Borg? I don't know what's going on there. I guess Clint moving in, trying to push with, trying to get some of those last kills. Managed to, good lord, get some nice ranks on his Klingon ships. Another still trying to go off, but it's just not going to happen. And wow, so let's see if we can't count. I think Primi took a terrible hit to his fleet, losing a number of things. He's now moved into some Lavals, trying to get some get a little bit of mixed fleet here. Feeling probably that his ships are extremely slow. Looks like they got whacked horribly. I hear some phaser fire as one of those XL2s unfortunately had his engines blown out, and the Klingons taking complete advantage of the fact. We see Clintsat massing up over here next to Nebby's base. Nebby running around, sort of got a... Where is Nebula's fleet? I guess he's trying to move over somewhere. Looks like he's heading towards all the way across the map diagonal to the Borg base. It's a little bit rough. You can see the Borg here trying to get some action going on here. Oh, trying? No. They are succeeding. This raiding Borg force, like I was saying earlier, is making just a hell of a dent into Primi's expansion, and he's just not going to be able to... He's just not able to turn around some kills here, and he really just needs to. These Lavals, unfortunately, just not chasing after these kills. I think he really should go after them. But that's me, and I tend to run a little bit loose, so ignore me. Uh-oh, over here. Over here, we see Clintsat moving in onto Nebula's base, and they have enough to burn down this battle yard, and it's going to take a little bit. They'll probably get this one Vorcha class out. Nebula will get that Vorcha class out, and you can see they are slowly taking it down. And this is going to just sort of hopscotch and jump into Nebby's base, but I think they are kind of putting it all in what's left of that fleet going up against Borg. Borg have nothing but small ships, unless, what's up here? Oh, well, no, that's not too much. Here's a Doty, and a Sphere. Well, Arash certainly didn't mess around with this. He is now sporting a, is that an assimilate? No, that's a that looks like, yeah, this is a holding beam regen sphere. So where's the Doty? Let me guess. It is going to be a double vinculum, and there it is. And now we have some fun over here in Arash's Tritanium expansion, and they are going to try to chase this stuff off. We shall see if they can take this sphere down. Do they have the wherewithal to burn the sphere down? Need that 10-second sphere kill, and I don't see it happening. This is just taking too long. He's got plenty of regen, and this Doty is going to be coming up there very shortly. And let's see if it transfers the energy. These guys need to get on top of that, and this guy is moving within range of the starbase, and this fleet does not want to tangle with it. In the meantime, all of this excitement here is, well, all that. Oh, they almost got the kill from the Scout Cube. Rash feeling the pressure. They're putting a lot of, putting a lot of damage out here as these guys move into the base. You can see that the Monsoons from Cherry coming over, looking to provide a little bit of support, but that is not going to do a whole lot, as they are just going to get countered. Well, here's some Intrepids trying to provide some support. The Sphere managing to get in some damage, trying to chase off this fleet, and it is now starting to look badly for the bottom team. As we'll take a quick peek down here at this raiding force that hasn't done anything yet, but it's about to. And there they go. They're going to get some free kills. You can see Charybde moving into catch these guys off guard. Well, as much as possible, he's just going to shell them from range, taking out these Vorchas, specifically targeting them. Very nicely done there. Very nicely done there. Those torpedoes will just burn through this guy, and that 4-second cloak is going to basically decloak it there, losing its weapons. The starbase looks like it is upgraded a bit, and it is putting out a lot of damage there. Down goes a sphere kill. They get the sphere kill. Good for them, but at what a cost. These Torpedo Nebula, not having used its special, really should. And we see the defensive special going up on this Ambassador. Is just trying to make that trek across the board, all the way across the board. Cherry losing some of his stuff. There goes the defensive passive. As the, oh dear lord, here comes a Clintsat getting a veteran Quebec. This guy just will not die. He just will never die. I don't think I've ever seen a vet Quebec die. But in the meantime, what's firing where? Where's the, there's, oh, that's white, that's Clintsat. There's some yellow here in this guy, but so he'll be a good count against those shorts. But Clint finally taking just a little bit too much damage. But boy, did that hurt Spock. So back down here, we can see Warp In about to be ready in 30 seconds. Yeah, I know it's about, whatever. As the Klingons decloak on the returning fleet of Warp-Ins, they are going to try to get this Nebula refit kill. They'll take out some of the... Oh, they just barely miss it. I almost think that was worth a Quebec kill, but, you know, your call, your ship's your call. But boy, is that some nice ranking. You can see Clint doing a great job with his supply. He is feeling A-okay there. Now we can see just nice Intrepids and XLs moving around. This will be a good counter to anything medium, as this ADAI will provide some damage soaking ability for this fleet. And that damage will be from these guys, as this is a Vorcha and Quebec heavy Klingon fleet. That'll counter that nicely. Those, oh, I smell something burning, and it is not my cooking, by the way. You can see the Spectre over here chasing off a Dode, and this is his double Vinculum, so not a relay. That would be sneaky if he could pull that off. But the Klingon raiding force here moving slowly across the map. You can see what looks like these ships all moving across at the same speed, which is rather unusual considering one's a medium and one's a short, which have different speeds. I am betting that he is moving across with the control mouse control click, which will give you that even speed. Doesn't get your ships separated. So we're going to see Clintsat get some fun in Primi's base. Primi's not going to appreciate this too much. These Spectres are not going to be a good job. Do not decloak. They will just die. Oh, and Primi sacrificing his Spectres really to try to win out here, but he just didn't have it. I think he really should not have decloaked there. That was tactical error. But at this point, it's really a losing battle here, and just whether or not he could have whittled away at some of this fleet, making it a Pyrrhic victory as much as possible. But as it was, he engaged up here. And do we see any Brels? No, we don't. We can see the Feds coming back over here, providing a little bit of extra support as the entire world seems to want to come over here, except for this fleet over here that's just kind of sneaking up on this battle yard that apparently didn't die. With the entire fleet over there, this Fed fleet being the main thing, this fleet over here by Clintsat is going to be free to, well, have a lot of fun. And fun it is going to have. Down goes that miner. Down goes this constructor in about 2 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, yeah, I can't tell time or something. This fleet is really, really pounding on Nebby's base here. As Charybde is moving into the Fed base, getting some initial Intrepid fire off as the Fed moves up with the Vorcha. These Vorcha looking to target anything, really. The XL's putting a lot of pressure here. Charybde is suddenly feeling the pressure on as he is being specifically targeted by Spock's Intrepids. They are going right after it. And you know what? Wow, this guy looks like they're turning the tide here. Where are the Klingons? Klingons are in the back, and that is where they're burning through some of these guys here. So Spock able to chase off of this and get a ton of kills here. It's almost like wow, what a that got turned around really fast. Primi, I'm sorry, where is Primi? Primi's over here, chasing after some dodecahedrons, while Spock here is chasing the Feds all the way back, getting a little bit, just decimating that fleet, going after him hard, going to get a galaxy. This guy is 0 supplies, needs to buy some supplies as he just lost a whole bunch. As he is taking apart Chari's fleet, this Fed and Klingon fleet is really racking up some kills here. You can see this guy going into artillery range now. Oh, and you can see supply bought just now and losing it too. Whoa, what a nasty outcome there. Ooh, a heavy weapons platform. I guess Nebby really just did not want to, did not want to deal with that. He's got taken out some aggression on the starbase as both sides are just closing in on this Klingon base. This Klingon base is really in a lot of trouble. But back up here, let's see what the Feds are doing to the Feds here. Uh-oh, a Nebula class going to get tagged, and down it goes. So Nebula, Spock losing a very important ship there. But boy, is this guy turtled up in here hard, and these guys are really pushing against the defense. Back here in the Borg base, some Doties have just completely taken out Primi and not being able to do anything about it. These guys really should run and fight another day. They do not appear to be attacking. Not sure why. Maybe they're on green or something. Who knows? But this sphere is able to come in and wipe the floor here. These guys need to move off. And they're Primi just not having a good day here. Arash. Oh, what am I saying? Primi is having a good day. He needs to take advantage of the fact that he knows where that Borg fleet is and just burn through everything here. But I guess he's just preoccupied, and I guess he is actually going to take advantage of this. Having just got here, I guess. Okay, so let's see what the score is. It looks like down Primi one. They didn't kill this one, and it looks like Arash is being pulled back up. Don't know why he is being pulled back up. Maybe he is feeling. Maybe they are feeling the pressure. Oh, hello. Char has got a veteran Excel 2, but what is going on here? This Nebula class is going to get burned down, as is that veteran. Oh, that's gotta hurt too. As Spock has managed to run in here and make just mincemeat of that Federation fleet. I guess they really should, well, you know, stock up on whatever they're drinking, because it seems to be working. They could easily jump in here to this Green Nebula to repair, and up comes some more Intrepids, and here comes Primi, and Primi over here is having a field day, grabbing a couple ranks. And where's that sphere? And a new sphere comes out, and it's time for it to go. Time for the Romulans to go. Time for the Romulans to go. Primi needs to get out of here. I think he's making a mistake by trying to get this kill off. He does not have what he needs. It's time to go. There he goes. Good job, Primi. Primi doing some scouting here as we see a Borg cube getting, tagged, and it is going to go down. Holy crap, Spock making a heck of a kill there. This is looking less and less like the top team's game, and more like it's hurting. Hurting for the top team. A pair of Doties are making their escape somehow, as this pulls out some of Char's forces. That is not looking good, as these guys are going to turn right around. These ADAI ships are going to take less damage from this galaxy, but some of these short-range Intrepids are going to go right back into it, then get that kill. Oh, that last couple of it not getting in there. Uh-oh, here comes Clintsat, providing a little bit extra support as one of those Excels goes down. And out comes Clintsat with a nasty fleet of ships, but down goes a Quebec. And these guys are, even the little scout pushing that extra little bit of damage out. As this guy moves away, really could just go up in here and repair. Screw that. Watch this guy soak up the damage. That's just beautiful. Beautiful. Look how much phaser fire that guy has taken. Never hit that guy. These Federation forces need to play around in this Green Nebula. That's really what the only advantage that they're not taking of. And Clintsat, with his second fleet moving down into the Fed base, able to get some raiding going on here, forcing Spock to be in two places at once. But he is also in two places at once, as this Fed fleet is making mincemeat of that Klingon fleet. Wow! How has this Fed fleet survived that long? That is crazy. Where is a warp-in when you need it? Let's take a look at this warp-in. Where is it at? It is about 20 seconds away. The Klingons down here are making, well, just mincemeat of this guy. He is no longer moving. Oh, do we see? Yes, guess what? Engine hooks. Getting the kills off. That is going to turn a lot of tide here. A veteran trying to move away. I really think these guys need to move into this nebula, otherwise they're not going to make it. But there it goes. Here is another engine hooks, and Spock's engines are going to die here very, very shortly. Well, here's something you don't get to see every single day. As his high-density shields are doing absolutely nothing to anything for that one guy. He is trying to tank with that passive, his special, but it's not really going to work. In the meantime, the Klingons are, Clintsat being able to split his fleet is going to get what he wants here. It looks like he's going, I don't think he's here. I don't think he's like literally present. Is he really trying to go after this Vorcha? He's got engine hooks here. If he can just kill the engines long enough, the short-range nature of these cavorts are not going to... Oh, there, he gets that, but it has nicely cloaked. so as to avoid getting, well, blasted away. In comes a warp-in. Oh, that hurts. A pair of Excelsiors are going to be able to do a lot of damage really quick in torpedoes, because that's their main, that's their special here. But they get a cavort kill. That long range doing a great job against it. These cavorts looking to try to warp out, cloak out as it gets it. So, folks, a lot of things going on here. Primi in a lot of trouble here, actually getting away with a little bit of mining here. He does not have a lot of resources, but possibly just making do with what he has. Where did his fleet go here? He's got 2 of these. Over here in the meantime, the Borg have managed to catch a scout with a Doty with a ping. Looks like Primi has ended up losing some of his fleet, having not watched that for a whole while. The Federation up here and down here fighting crazy against each other. Everyone trying to kind of regroup, and I'm looking at Clintsat's ranked vessels and counting that. That is quite handy. And Nebula over here again, not giving up. This is really what you do. You always re-expand. But Clintsat with a forward battle yard, much closer, is going to be able to turn around and attack again and repair, attack and repair. That is going to help him immensely. Clint sporting 2 fleets, one up here, a minor bit of vets up here as his newbie fleet with a pair of officers are moving down into Nebula's base. Over here we see a pair of spheres move down, gonna take out the rest of Primi. And this game is, as we saw up in the top, probably over, unless someone pulls out an amazing play. This is gonna hurt. So down here we see the spheres and these Doties. Actually, that's 2 Vinculum Doties, and this is a torpedo regen, and here's the sphere 4 regen holding the sphere. Over here we see Clintsat making good on his Klingon promise to burn everything to the ground, as the Sangs are torpedoing the crap. Oh, we have a possible bet Sang very shortly. That'll be nice on Clint's side. He'll love that. Got this little special here. And there we see the green with the end game there, as the bottom team has given it the GG. Alright folks, this is Yaniman. I'm signing off. Congrats to all. We'll see you on the flip side.